Welcome to the FREN Productions podcast. This is Jesus Vio, and we are at the Philmont Library talking about the library as a resource for artists. And we're currently here at the exhibit From Studio to Home. Home is where the art is, where we sold our works for $60. And it is leading up to our conversation here about how the library can help artists in Columbia County and neighboring counties, people in the town. And I have Victoria here, Rain, and Valerie. How you guys doing today?
Good. Very well.
Beautiful. And if you can say your name again and your role in the library.
I'm Rain Whittaker. I'm the director here. I've been the director here for almost 2 years.
Beautiful.
And I am Victoria Brill, and I live and work in the library as a volunteer curator of this cultural center that we're sitting in, this beautiful gallery space.
Yes, and I'm Valerie Richmond. And I also am a patron of the library and a supporter and a friend and a volunteer. I'm the other co-curator for the Philmont Public Library's Arts Committee. And it's also not just what we can do for the artists, the community artists, but what they can do for us.
Beautiful. Thank you guys for those introductions. And I personally want to thank you guys for inviting me to curate this show here. It has been nothing but friendly, and the results have been more than useful for everybody, the public, the library, and me as the guest curator. So we'll begin with our first question. What is the mission at the gallery at the Philmont Library? And anybody can feel free to start.
Mm-hmm. I can speak to that. The mission is to introduce the village residents, their families, their friends, to a higher standard of cultural initiation. It is a community that has expanded recently and is blossoming with arts culture. And I am a firm supporter. I'm a painter and a poet, and I am thrilled to be in the village in the midst of this change. And I'm delighted to welcome Jesus and our new gallery, FREN Productions, to the village.
Thank you. And so this cultural initiation as a gallery, this section of the gallery is newer than the rest. When was it built?
This part of the building is from 2010. I actually happened to be on the library board when this was being built. So it has been used as a gallery. It's been used as a community space. It's been used for a lot of different things. But I think actually I would say since Victoria and Valerie have started participating in the shows, it's becoming, more of an exhibition space, which has been really nice. Yeah.
Amazing. So if somebody wanted to have a exhibit here, lots of different events will occur during that exhibit. Poetry readings, classes. Can you describe some of the classes that happen here?
Yeah, we have everything here. We have story time with toddlers and preschoolers. We have gentle chair yoga with a lot of seniors in the area, but not only seniors. We have children's art classes with Amelia McIsaac that happen often. We have knitting, we have crochet, we have people just wanting a place to work on their computer quietly. Today we had office hours with Senator Michelle Hinchy's office. So there is a very wide array of people coming through, which is really nice.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. Okay, great. So that leads us to the next question. What resources does the library have for members who are artists?
You want to speak about that?
Well, we have, we've been thinking about different workshops, right? Classes. It's not only just for small ones, but Victoria, for example, leads a writer's workshop, once a month. And, and my little project, my personal project that I'm working on, I was gonna team up with her, see about that. So there's some collaboration, right, about things. Also, I'm a printmaker and a bookbinder, book artist, I make artist books. And so we were going to see about some sort of classes that we might be able to have for a little bit, for young adults or teenagers, somebody, and actually we open it up to anyone who's wanting to participate, but it's all on a volunteer basis. And so we found, although we're getting better at it, I think in the beginning, just putting up shows every
6 to 8 weeks.
Yeah, every 6 to 8 weeks is a major production, because we have to, promote it. We have to contact everybody. It's been going really well. We've been at it for about a year now, less than a year. Yeah, together, less than a year. And we have a division of labor and so on, and I think that they've been quite successful. Yeah. And of course, your idea to have this kind of fundraiser for the library is excellent, and that's really been nice.
So it sounds like the library not only provides a space for artists to show their work, but it also provides a space for them to teach classes, to connect to the community in that way. And with your guys' support, you promote it to Philmont residents through a mailing list and through to have Victoria as a reference for a second curator around, and then Rain to be able to help navigate what's allowed, what the times are, beautiful.
And there's one other piece that I would say, because I use it a lot. This library, as all of the Columbia County libraries, is connected to 60 plus libraries.
Right.
And I often order books from Woodstock, from even Vassar College. I've had books sent through the library. Special.
That's a great
it's
thing
amazing.
To know.
Yes, that's the
monographs on major artists and minor artists. Cool. Charles Birchfield, Basquiat.
Yes, my favorite.
Oh, he's amazing.
I know.
Yes.
He's not going. We've been discussing, and at you helped inspire this, Jesus, but we were thinking of having a library reference, an art shelf library reference. And so we're going to build one, like trying to build it up.
Yeah.
And
Awesome.
it will probably be non-circulating, except you could special sign out or something like that. But that's what we're actually doing. And I brought a pile of them over there to be, introduced, to go on the shelf quick. And so.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and another perk for anyone, but artists might also find this particularly useful, is with your library card, Columbia County Library Association has teamed up to have art museum passes for places like Olana, Mass MoCA, the Clark. So you can actually get, usually it's 2 tickets per library card, and you can go for free.
That's
that is
amazing.
also a wonderful benefit.
It is amazing.
Yes.
And then
Don't miss
there's
out on
one
that.
other thing too, and that is the staff of Philmont Library are so supportive of our projects, of our needs, willing to find materials for us, willing to support people like me who are not very adept at online navigation. Help me all the time.
Amazing. Awesome. And then there's also the internet here. There's computers
Yes.
here.
Excellent internet.
And there's food.
We have the community free fridge,
That's
which
right. For the
we get a
starving
lot
artists.
of.
For the
Yep.
starving artists.
We have a
for
lot
the new
of
artists.
ready-made meals from Columbia Kitchen that are brought now twice a week. In the summer, it's bursting with local produce from Long Table Harvest.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, and
Awesome.
can I just mention too, that we're also a source for people that want to get active. You know, artists out there who want to, you know, maybe take a break and they've loved to garden, but they haven't been able to because they don't have a little plot at home. Well, the library has a garden plot, and the library has garden tools, and the tool shed, the famous tool shed.
That's right.
And the library also has, what was the other part?
Seeds.
The
A
seed
seed
library.
Which
Free.
is amazing.
Free
with
seed
information.
library. And what is
And
the
seeds
other
you
thing?
can take for free.
Wow.
What is the other thing that was?
And those are all low.
We do
native
have
seeds.
musical
Native,
instruments. We have a few.
heritage.
But there was something
Yes.
else that we were needing volunteers for.
Oh, the
Garden.
soup.
Oh, to help take
soup.
care of
Yeah.
the free fridge, probably.
Yes, the free fridge.
So,
Yes,
so food activists.
Yes,
Come
excellent.
help at the
Exactly.
at the Philmont Public Library.
Thank you.
Yes, who
Of
don't
course.
want to break through the food desert here, you know, that's
Definitely
great.
destigmatize free food, and there, go to your
Yes.
local food bank. There's so much free food.
Yes.
Destigmatize free food.
Yeah.
What a powerful statement.
Yeah, even if
That's
you have
really
money, go get
important.
some free food. If you don't have money, go get some free food because it's going out. It's
And there are
gonna-
people who take things and also put things in. We have
Yes.
someone
Right.
That's
who
right.
takes the ready meals because she's older and it's easier for her not to have to cook. But she
There
has a
you
lot of
go.
chicken, so she brings eggs.
You know,
Oh,
great,
amazing.
right?
Yeah. So that leads to the next question. In what other ways does the library help artists network? Besides volunteering, exhibitions that you can come to, speak to other people, the yoga. Are there any other things that you can speak to as far as networking?
Well, I just want to point out that just from an observation, that I myself, who knew that there was sort of this critical mass of artists, kind of here in Columbia County. First of all, I've been here for many years, so I've seen this critical mass expanding. But in Philmont, in our own little village town, etc., it's really starting to pop. And I think Victoria has a way, and you guys have a way of networking and connecting and reaching out to other artists. And of course, Victoria also had, for a little while, you curated that other little gallery up
Yes,
the road.
the
up the
Philmont
street.
Studio, actually
Yes.
right across the street.
Yeah,
With the same mission, to bring beauty to what was then a blighted block on Main Street that many people would not walk down.
Yeah, I think the open calls that you have started doing to find new artists or,
Yes.
artists who've shown before with new work is a way for networking. So even our little receptions have become a nice networking
And
avenue.
our staff
right.
person, Anya, who does the graphic design
Fabulous.
for all our flyers, our posters, our announcements, and gets them out on social media, gets them out in the post office, at the co-op, at McNann's, who is always willing to hang posters. So,
Wonderful.
yeah,
Yeah,
we got it going on over here.
Yeah, I can attest to that. I made a lot of connections while I was here. I really got to meet the amazing people in the village who have and are doing incredible things in poetry, in sculpture, in theater.
In cookbooks.
You name it. You name it. I can really attest to the amount of networking that you could do at this library. During exhibitions and also just by coming here. So then the next question is, what are some of the ways that artists can help the gallery or even the library? You said there's volunteering, there's donations, you can curate your own things.
We should talk about Friends of the Library.
That's just what I
Go
thought.
ahead.
Well, we are reorganizing our fundraising arm. It's a volunteer group called the Friends of the Philmont Public Library. And it's a wonderful time to join if you have the urge to do any kind of community service and support our fundraising efforts and bring new ideas to the table. Just as this show, because of your community spirit, came up with this idea to make all the work $60.
You're here.
And we have sold upwards to 30 pieces now out of this show. That's a phenomenon.
And
sure.
it's only been 2 weeks.
2 weeks. I know,
Still
imagine if
selling
we were
them.
running for another month.
Still
Yeah.
selling
We could
another.
change the world.
Yeah, these pieces are flying off the walls.
Yeah.
It's great art for $60.
Yes,
Can't go wrong.
it is.
And
But
And,
then
and we do a soup drive in the cold now, February, March, which is supported by the Friends. If you donate $5 toward a membership on this committee, you're on.
For a-
And you can more or less
For life.
pick
For a year.
or
Oh.
choose what you would like to bring.
amazing, yeah. And at the Friends meeting, the library staff is very good at explaining some of the things that they can collaborate with you on as far as promoting the library hours or the different fundraisers, or you'll just get to know everybody here if you join the Friends of the Libraries.
I just want to say too that, I mean, I'm sure it's already evident in our discussion today, but you know, we all love this library and we all recognize how critical and important the library is. It's like electricity, you know, it's like if you don't have a library in your community, ouch, you know. So it's almost like critical, right? So we're going through this fundraising because right now we really want to raise some funds for the help with programming, help with some other, there's some other things that we want to,
Yeah.
we're using, we're
The wish list, the
the wish
materials.
list, the program, yes.
Yeah, we have a very small budget here at this library, and we don't even have programming in our budget. So all of the programming has to come from donations or grants. We do get some grants, but with a lot of things now, a lot of people aren't donating as much anymore because they're, you know, having to, you know, tighten up their belts. So, yeah.
So when somebody does a show at the library, you usually take a certain percentage from the art, so that's why people can help curate some shows, and then...
Right, we have a suggested donation of 15%, which I've been told is a reasonable amount compared to some galleries, and we have had quite a few shows where there's some pieces that have sold, and so it benefits the library, yes, but also we like showcasing local talent.
Definitely, and with this show that we had $60, you know, everything $60, I chose to give a little bit more than the 15, and it's still, you know, the library is not making as much, but you can potentially throw a show here where the art piece is $5,000, and the you know, so this is not just for upcoming artists. This can also be a place for established artists who want to give back and have a place.
We would be honored.
Yeah, definitely. And what are some ways that people can donate just by giving to the library? Is there a link in the website? Can they send a check? What are some ways that
They can send a check. Unfortunately, we're not set up for Venmo or anything because we are a municipal library, so the funding is done differently. But yes, checks are always wonderful. They can donate to the Friends, which then they give the money back to the library.
Awesome. So they can just walk in here. And
Make a
donate.
donation.
We would never turn their money away.
But, and, you know, the Friends usually meets once a month. You know, we have a meeting.
It's actually right now it's every other month, but
Oh, it's
that
every
could
other
change.
month. Yeah.
That could change as the
Yeah,
officers are changing.
Sure, that's right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. And so I got our last questions before we wrap up. And the question is, what are some examples of creative art-related events or successes at the library? So maybe this is a funner one where you can think of some past events that were different or that were particularly fun, or yeah.
The Poets Opera.
And that can include, because there's also a pavilion that the library has.
Yes, an outside pavilion.
Yes.
Yes, we would love to see more action out there. It's been a little while. We've had some movies shown out there. It's certainly used for messy projects with kids out there. But yeah, we would love to. I don't think we've had a Poets Opera out there since I've been director.
In 2 years, oh, that's my fault.
No.
Because I, that's my project. And the Poets Opera became a loose association of all sorts of performance art, including monologuists, singers of, romantic standards. We haven't had dance, but we've showcased large paintings on that wall. And we've had musicians, poets, storytellers, all sorts. And they are generally so hilarious. So they can go from deeply serious, moving works to sheer delight, comedy, crazy. And kids run around, we have refreshments.
What was the last time that happened, and what was the name?
The outdoors happened, Rain is reminding me, 2 years ago, my partner and co-founder died, and I lost the heart and the momentum, and it took me a while. And then I did a winter one.
Last fall.
Last fall,
yeah.
And a winter one the winter before, more in the deep winter. And we had a little writing workshop at that time, and we even had young writers at that workshop. Okay. And they're always dynamic. They're so fun. Oh, we did have a little dance routine. Yes, we did. Yeah. And you were going to say?
I was going to say, we did have something recently
yes.
that was in here.
And it was a very small, intimate
group.
It was.
I think that's what gave the idea for the writer's workshop.
I think so. That's right. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So there's lots of potential, and we're just waiting for a little spark. And there's also art fairs here that are multidisciplinary and media. You'll have people selling soaps, and then people selling
the winter
artwork.
bazaar. Yeah, we have a winter bazaar.
So you can do vendors
selling
here.
Art, selling gluten-free baking.
Or even their secondhand books and things.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Jewelry.
It's a free-for-all.
Awesome. Valerie, any events that you particularly love?
Well, I was very impressed with the recent memory, one of the first shows that we put up here, that open call, and we just didn't know what to expect, but everybody wanted to. Yes. Everybody had something to hang on the wall.
That's right. That's when we met Jess O'Connor.
Right.
That's where we
met
Jesus.
You.
Uh-huh.
Jesus and a few other, and then I met a few
yes.
artists that I hadn't known, but they're local.
Yes.
Of course, Maria.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a nice group.
Beautiful. Well, thank you guys very much for being on the FREN Productions podcast. Thank you so much for having me as a special curator and the exhibit From Studio to Home, Home is Where the Art has been amazing. I'd like to give Victoria credit for the second part of that name.
Thank you.
Home is where the art is. And please contact Valerie, Victoria, or Rain for any future projects or anything that you need at the Philmont Public Library.
We could share the curator email, right, if anyone wanted to reach out?
Sure. If you can. It's kind of long.
Is it curator.philmontlibrary@gmail.com?
That's correct.
Oh, good job. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah, there was something else I wanted to mention.
You can rewind that on the YouTube. link or I'll link that up for you guys. All right, thank you very much. And
Thank
that's
you,
it.
Jesus.
Oh, there is that other thing. We host young people's art shows.
Oh,
And
yes, that's,
that we contact the school principals, the homeschool groups, the art teachers in the public schools and in the other schools,
yes.
and invite everyone to bring art to hang. And they are amazing. All artists, I think, know how to learn from young people's work.
Oh, yes. Yes, they are a
Children's
regular
artists.
feature.
Beautiful. So
For-
parents can get in contact with you about
Definitely.
setting things up
Yes.
as well.
And we'll be
Yes.
announcing
It's a-
as soon as repairs are done.
Yeah, the children's show, or the young people's show, it's an annual,
Yeah.
you know, it has an annual space in our calendar.
Amazing. All right, thank you guys very much.
Thank you, Jesus.
Mm.